Alright guys, so I'm upgrading here. I'm coming at you from my iPhone. I figured that would be a little better quality than my webcam, which is basically potato mode. So I'm going to do a quick recap of Boss of Bosses 3 here. But before I do that, I want to say I'll be putting up videos probably about once a week now, consistently. So if you want to check back, let's go with Friday. Every Friday I will have a new video up sometime in the afternoon on Fridays. So I just want to put that out there. So subscribe, like this one if you enjoy the video, or any other video for that matter. That helps me out a lot. I'm going to try to do more Q&As too, because that's obviously something that needs to be covered. I know you guys are asking questions on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all, everywhere. And really I've only been getting to my emails, so I'll try to at least get to some of these questions that keep coming up. If you want to start putting comments or questions or whatever in this video, I'll try to pick some off Instagram and Facebook and wherever. But the meat, as far as the meat, I weighed in at 240.4 pounds. Only had to cut about 5 pounds total over the last week, so it wasn't bad at all. It was the easiest weight cut of my life. Best I've ever felt on a meat day. I pretty much hit everything perfectly as far as nutrition, hydration, all of that, my electrolytes. So I was literally at 242 on Tuesday, and we weigh in on Fridays. Really nothing complicated, just cut my calories back, felt great. Got on the plane in Atlanta, we got to San Jose, just relaxed the rest of Thursday. Weighed in Friday, 240.4. Then I had 140 ounces of Gatorade throughout the day, a little over a gallon, which the reason I did that is I've been reading and I haven't seen anything, or I've been seeing things that basically say Gatorade and Powerade are pretty similar to Pedialyte. Pedialyte just doesn't have the sugar, but as far as the electrolyte breakdown, you save a ton of money just buying Gatorade or Powerade, and it obviously tastes 100 times better. So that was a lot of sodium electrolytes, that helped me out. My pee was clear by 11 a.m., only 2 hours after weigh-in, so I knew I was in good shape. And then rather than just like eating cheeseburgers and shakes and fries like I did after my last meet weigh-in, where I felt horrible and I cramped all day, I focused on carbs and a little bit of protein. So I had like spaghetti and meatballs, pudding, grapes, sorbet, just stuff to get my carbs back up, and I felt really good. Woke up, slept like 15 hours on Thursday because I didn't sleep that night because we had to leave for the airport at 1 a.m. and I slept like 8.5 hours Friday night going into the meet. As far as squats, I wasn't used to lifting in the mono. The thing with a mono is it's like moving around when you're trying to get set under the bar. I hate that. I hate mono lifts, and unfortunately my next meet I'll have to use a mono again. So I'm going to train very light in one, and I'm going to train with a 55-pound bar because that threw me off a little bit. But I could barely get it over the mono hooks when I was unracking it because I had my mono lift setting, or my rack height, too high. So 677 was just atrocious. My feet weren't set properly. I got like one red light from the head judge for moving my feet after the start command, but I got the lift. Just, it looked horrible too. So after that, I had them drop the height down one for my 733, and that basically was perfect. Moved like butter. 11-pound meet PR. Decided to make a conservative jump, 15 pounds up to 749, and right out of the hole, the bar rolled up my back, so I was out of position. That was it. Just a technical error. I could hit 749 if I was locked in better and had gotten more tight, but that stuff happens. But right there, leave 16 pounds on the platform on squat. A little disappointed. Bench, open at 413, smoked it, went to 435 on a second, smoked that too. That was my meet PR. Decided to make an 11-pound jump, play it kind of conservative, and I hit that with ease. In hindsight, probably should have gone at least 451. I think 457 was there. So a lot more there on bench. Bench felt amazing. Jesse Burdick was helping me all day, and he told me on that third bench right before it, pull your feet back a little more. sure enough, I got more leg drive and it felt easier than the 435. So on bench, probably left 11 pounds on the board. We're up to 27 pounds left on the board. Then on deadlift, open at 749, basically pulled it faster than you could pull anything. And I want to say in the warm-up room, we were pulling on a stiffer bar than a Texas deadlift bar. And not only that, but I used no chalk, I used no belt on all my warm-ups as I went up to 675. And I blew it up. I felt really confident. Grip felt amazingly strong, stronger than it's ever been. So that had me feeling very confident going into deadlifts. But after 749, the whole plan was to make a 100-pound jump, get a meet PR, and I smoked 848. I could have held it all day. It felt really easy. Was surprised at how fast it moved. So then I just decided to make a 17-pound jump, 865, and locked it out and moved really fast. What happened was, on the right side, you'll see in both videos, I have two angles of it, the plate starts sliding off at lockout, or right before lockout, and it basically pulls the bar out of my hand to the right. My underhand is my strong hand, my right hand is, I'm like, how the hell did that give out? Because this is my strong dominant hand. But it really was a matter of the plates shifting. If the plates had not shifted, there's no doubt I would have held on to that. He was giving me the down command when the plates shifted. So obviously the collar wasn't tight enough, and it's disappointing. But really, as I said on Facebook, like, I can't blame the loaders or anything, because these guys are doing a thankless job. They're not getting paid. They're volunteers. It's just human error, and I'm not gonna fault anyone for that. It happens. There's always another meet. You know, that's why I lined up another meet in 10.5 weeks, where I'm gonna take 881, 400 kilos on my second attempt. But had I known, I didn't realize until it was too late that the plates had shifted or whatever. Had I known that, I would have asked for a redo, and I would have hit 865, but I really didn't realize until I saw the video, and it was about 15 minutes after the meet was over, that is what had happened. So that was disappointing. That's another 17 pounds left on the board. So we put all that together, we're at 44 pounds left on the board. And so if you add that to the total of 2028, I probably could have totaled 2072 had that all come together. But it happens. I'm still happy. It's a 33-pound meet PR total. I PR'd on every lift. Hit over 2,000. And knowing I had a lot more in the tank on all these lifts, it really gives me that much more confidence going into November 5th at Reebok Record Breakers in Dublin, California. So it's the training worked. My game plan worked. I just stuck to the game plan I've been using. However, there are a few notable changes I want to make for this coming training cycle. Most notably, I feel like this is going to be the meet where I pull 900 in competition on a third attempt. And if I do that, I will try for a world record on the fourth. And obviously 881, 400 kilos on the second is the plan. But with that in mind, I'm going to need to step my grip training up even further. I will still deadlift with straps throughout. Grip was not the issue in this meet, but I need to take it up a notch even more to pull 900 in a meet. So I'll be doing grip 2 to 3 days a week right off the bat here, and I'm going to add in another movement. I'm going to add in 100-pound plate holds. There's one other one I was going to add in. I can't remember off the top of my head. Another thing, I feel like my legs are obviously very scrawny, my quads, and so I may switch out split squats this prep for high rep leg presses, and really build my quads up to try to put some size on them, because that is a major weak point. And I basically squat with my back and my hamstrings, my glutes. Obviously my quads are working, but they're not a strong point at all. Another thing, the 55-pound bar, I was having a hard time getting it in place on my back because it's a thicker bar. It was kind of throwing me off. So I'm going to do very light, I'm talking like 315-pound speed squats, low bar, every 2 weeks or so, just to kind of get the feel of low bar and that 55-pound bar. Also the monolift, because that really threw me off. I prefer the combo racks they use in IPF, USAPL, and USPA. Those are much more comfortable for me to unrack the bar out of. Those are the main changes. One other thing, I'm going to take heavy singles on bench to start out my bench days, maybe every 2 weeks or so, throughout this meet prep, or maybe once a week, just so I can get a feel for that heavy weight rather than just doing it at the end of the training cycle. Because I definitely feel like I left too many pounds on the board on bench. So those are the changes I'm going to make for this meet prep. I'm still, all I've done so far is one grip day this week. I'm still pretty banged up. Had a lot of forearm tendonitis from low bar on both sides. So I'm trying to let that heal up because that will kill your bench press. My left quad is strained from the meet. I didn't feel it on the meet day. I woke up the next day, and throughout the afternoon I felt it kind of setting in, that soreness. It's really tight, so just a minor strain on the left quad, but I'm sore, and I'm just gonna kind of heal up until the weekend and then probably get back into things. But I've got the meet footage here. Again, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up if you like it. There'll be Q&A videos coming out. I'll try to do some more things here. Keep an eye out for a video every Friday afternoon. Like I was saying, that'll be the consistent timeline from now on. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting me and following along. Check out my Instagram. I'll put the link to that in the description. Check out my Facebook page. Put the link to that as well.
All right, Pete.
Steady. On your go. One.
Get up with it.
Steady now. Steady.
All smart.
Squat.
Let's go, Pete. Own it. Own it.
Squat.
Good job, spotters. Nice and easy. Oh, yeah. Nice press, Pete. Yeah. Good. What you do, Pete? Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, big man, let's go!
Yeah. Nice, easy opener for Pete. Let's go, Pete. Big pull. Big power.